Hi, welcome. I'm Colleen Davidson. I'm here at NIU's Rec Center, and we're going to be doing a 45 to 50 minute practice today. Before we get started, some props that you can get if you have them at home. So this is a bolster. It's kind of like a big pillow. So if you have a couple of thicker pillows that you like to use, you can make those available to you. We'll also be using a blanket, which you can fold as you like to add a little extra padding for your knees or to drape over your body later. And lastly, we have the blocks. So you might not have these foam yoga blocks at home, but what you could use is books, or I've even seen people use cans. Anything that you can to add a little extra height. We'll really be using these just to rest our hands on top of, okay? All right, so this is a full body practice. So to begin, let's settle in with a little bit of breath work and we'll work into motion. So as you're ready, come to easy seat or Sukhasana. This is just a cross-legged position. Let your arms rest on your lap, palms face up, lengthen through your spine, dip your chin in. And as you're ready, take a slow, deep inhale through your nose. Follow your breath in through your nostrils, fill up your belly, your rib cage, and your heart. And slowly exhale through your nose, slowly releasing air as you pull your belly back. So we're going to keep breathing like that. You're welcome to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Deep, full breaths. Feel the expansion as you breathe in. Exhale all the breath out, pulling your navel back towards your spine to push all the breath out. Let's take 3 more like that. So you can slowly open your eyes if they're closed or refocus your gaze. Notice how you feel after just taking a few belly breaths. These belly breaths are great for resetting your nervous system. So anytime you're feeling stressed or like maybe you've just got a little too much going on, you can take some of these big belly breaths to help bring your body into the rest and digest state. So feel free to use the belly breathing throughout the practice. And let's begin with some flowing. So press your left palm down on the mat next to your seat. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, reach over toward the left or reach through your right fingertips. And you want to feel a nice opening on your right side of your body. Deep inhales here and exhales. We'll be here for 5 breaths. You can keep pushing through your left palm and reaching through your right fingertips. Try to keep your shoulders stacked as best you can and create length in your right side body. Take another deep breath. Stay through your exhale. And as you're ready, float your right hand back up. Let it drop down. On your inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, bend it in the opposite direction. Reach your left fingertips over toward the right. Make sure your left hip stays anchored down on the mat so you can elongate on the left side. Remember to use that full breathing through your nostrils. Just here for another couple breaths. And as you're ready on your inhale, slowly float your left arm up and let it float down. We'll take a twist next. Inhale, reach both arms up, look up. Exhale, twist to your left, take your left hand behind you, your right hand on your thigh here. Inhale, get a little taller, lengthen through your spine. Make sure your spine is centered over your hips. And then exhale, twist a little deeper, pull your belly back, take your gaze over your left shoulder. Now, if you have those blocks available to you, or a book, or a can, you can put one of those behind you if you're having trouble reaching the floor and bring the earth to you. This is going to help you to keep a nice tall spine as you twist, right? Instead of hunching or crunching. So you want really beautiful length in your spine, and then the twisting motion comes from pulling your belly back, twisting from your rib cage to take your gaze over your left shoulder. Take another deep breath. Stay for your exhale. And slowly come back to center. As you're ready, we'll do the other side. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist over to the right. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, twist, taking your gaze over your right shoulder. Keep that length in your spine. Keep your breathing full. Notice as you inhale where you feel compression in your body. Notice anywhere where you're feeling tight and send your breath there. And as you exhale, soften into the space you create with your inhales. As you're ready, slowly come back to center. Nice. We're just going to warm up the wrists a little bit. So make a fist and just circle out your wrist any direction. And then take the opposite rotation as you're ready. Nice. And then bring your hands to interlace and then make a big circle with your wrists here, any direction. And then take your wrists in the opposite direction. As you're ready, bring your arms to a T shape. Bring your thumb into your palm and wrap your fingers around your thumb. Draw your knuckles down towards the earth and keep your arms nice and lifted in line with your shoulders. Keep drawing your knuckles down. Maybe you push through your forearms here to feel the stretch accentuated. Almost as if you could push all that energy out through your thumb socket, through your knuckles. Take another deep breath. And slowly circle out your wrists, shake it out. We'll take now your palms face down. This time bring your pinky in first, wrap each finger in, and then wrap your thumb around your fingers. Draw your knuckles down toward the floor. You should feel a nice opening on your forearms and your wrists here. Enjoy this stretch. Send your breath to your wrists. And as you're ready, slowly circle out your wrists. You can relax your arms alongside your body. We're going to make our way into tabletop position. So coming into hands and knees, you can take your hands to the side and slowly come to hands and knees. So here you can use your blanket to pad your knees if you'd like a little extra support for your knees. So I'm going to do that today. It's a little cold outside. My joints are feeling a little tighter. I've been tensing up. So I'm going to add this blanket for support for the knees, and then make sure you have those blocks available to you if you'd like to use them. And I'm going to model using the blocks and ways that you can not use the blocks, right? So don't worry if you don't have blocks at home. It's no big deal. So to come into tabletop, your knees are stacked under your hips, your palms under your shoulders here. Press your shins down. I'm going to take off my socks. If you're wearing socks, you might want to take them off now just so you don't slip on your mat. So keep your palms stacked under your shoulders. Pull your belly up and in. Tilt your tailbone slightly under just to just keep a nice long flat back here in your tabletop position. Your chin is dipped in towards your chest, lengthen from tailbone to crown, and we'll just stand here feeling our strength in this tabletop position. So breathe slowly and deeply, press down through your palms, press down through your shins, resist the earth here, and notice how even in this static pose, by activating our muscles, we can build a little bit of heat. As you're ready, coming into cat-cow, inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, open up your heart for cow. Exhale, round your spine, hollow out your belly for cat. Inhale slowly, drop your belly down, tilt your tailbone up, rotate your shoulder heads out and open. Exhale, push the earth away, round your spine, pull your belly back and drop your head and neck for cat. Keep moving through this motion on your breath. Inhale takes you into this spinal movement. Exhale takes you into extension. Flexion and extension. Continue to move your spine intuitively for the next few breaths. And as you're ready, inhale, come back to a neutral tabletop. Stay for your exhale. We're going to warm up the core a little bit here with bird dog pose. So first stabilize through your left palm and your right shin by pressing down. On your inhale, reach your right arm out in front of you like you're going to shake someone's hand, and then draw your arm bone back in the shoulder socket. All right? Exhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Flex your toes down toward the mat, your pinky toes flexing toward the earth, and then try to keep that leg level with your torso here. Try to keep your arm level with your torso. And then engage your core, pulling your belly up and in towards your spine. Wrap the muscles on your sides in toward the center. And then just resist the earth with your left hand and your right shin. We'll take another breath. Stay for your exhale. And then slowly lower down. Okay, so we're going to do the other side, but this time on your inhale, you're just going to lift your left hand and your right foot. So to start, stabilize through your right hand, stabilize through your left shin. Inhale, lift your left arm and right leg. Awesome. So check in with yourself. Make sure, see my hip right now is popping up. I'm going to rotate my right hip down so it's level with my left. Keep pushing down through your right palm and your left shin. And stay here. I'm going to be a little quieter, so be with yourself in this pose and send yourself messages of encouragement. As you're ready, after your last breath, slowly float your left hand and your right shin down. We're going to drop it back for child's pose. So first bring your big toes to touch, then take your knees wider than the mat and drop your hips back in space. Now, if it's uncomfortable for you to reach your seat all the way down to your heels, you can take the block and put it between your heels on any height, right, to add support for your seat. But otherwise, just let your body drop down. Let your head drop down. Walk here. Walk your hands out in front of you. And just relax here. You can rest one cheek down or have your forehead pressing into the mat, or even a block is great here to press into your forehead. As you're ready, push down through your palms. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders and readjust back to your tabletop position. Move any props aside. And then we're going to take thread the needle twist. So on your inhale, stabilize through your right palm, a gentle bend in your right elbow. And then inhale, reach your left arm up, let your gaze follow. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right and soften down. Take your right hand out in front of you and then press down through your right palm. The goal is to stack your right shoulder on top of the left. So let your left shoulder soften down. Keep pressing through your right palm. Maybe you even extend through your arm if this feels comfortable here. Just breathe deeply. We're here for another few breaths. On your next breath, push through your right palm, slowly unwind, make your way back to tabletop position. All right, and then you're going to stabilize through your left palm and reach your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread it underneath for thread the needle on the other side. So soften your right cheek down, take your left palm out, bend your left elbow, and then push through your left arm to try to stack your left shoulder on top of your right. Or maybe today, you're just going to relax this arm here if it feels good, right? But I like to add this bend in my elbow and this little extra torque to deepen the stretch. So meet your body where it's at today, right? Wherever you're feeling comfortable and supported in this twist. And then push through your left palm, slowly unwind back to center. All right, so we're going to make our way into downward facing dog. Double check, make sure that your knees are hips width distance apart. Make sure your feet are in line with your knees. Plant your palms, spread your fingers out wide, and then as you're ready, on an inhale, raise your hips up to the sky. Push the earth away with your palms and start to pedal out your feet for downward facing dog. So as you're here, some alignment cues. Spread your fingers out wide. Press down through your palms with a lot of energy to support your body. Feel your arms turn on here, and then squeeze your biceps toward the outside of the room as you squeeze your shoulder blades in toward one another. Let your head drop down. And then you can try this here. Bend your knees and then raise your hips a little higher toward the ceiling, and then try to soften your heels down one at a time as far as they'll go. They don't need to touch the mat, but the aim is to get closer to the earth. We'll be here for just another moment. Take a nice deep breath. Stay for your exhale. And on your next inhale, look between your hands, bend your knees slightly, and then you're going to step or jump to the top of your mat.